Science News. Researchers have created the world's smallest origami bird that is only 0.06 mm wide using self-folding nanotech, which enables atomically thin 2D materials to fold themselves into 3D figures in 100 milliseconds and hold their shape afterwards, paving the way towards fully functional nanosized robots. Study finds that red seaweed dramatically reduces the amount of methane that cows emit, with emissions from cow belches decreasing by 80%. Supplementing cow diets with small amounts of the food would be an effective way to cut down the livestock industry's carbon footprint. Strange microbe breathes nitrates, has a mitochondria-like symbiont. Electricity may slow, and in some cases, stop, the speed at which breast cancer cells spread through the body, a new study indicates. The research also found that electromagnetic fields might hinder the amount of breast cancer cells that spread. 19th century sperm whales adapted to human threats by teaching each other how to avoid harpoons, according to a new study. Evidence from the logbooks of Pacific Ocean whalers showed that harpoon strike rates fell as whales learnt about the threat. Mutations in metabolic genes can cause antibiotic resistance. A recent study in Science reveals a novel avenue by which genetic changes make bacteria resistant to drugs. Mutations in genes involved in cellular metabolism, including some that convert food into energy. Singaporean scientists developed a device to communicate with plants using electrical signals. As a proof of concept, they attached a Venus flytrap to a robotic arm and, through a smartphone, stimulated its leaf to pick up a piece of wire, demonstrating the potential of plant-based robotic systems. Polystyrene waste is everywhere, and it's not biodegradable. Scientists just found a green, low-energy way to break it down. Ball milling deconstructs polystyrene in a single step, at room temperature, in ambient atmosphere in the absence of harmful solvents. Researchers insert giraffe genes into mice and find it confers resistance to high blood pressure. Pacific Hemisphere losing heat from Earth's molten interior faster than the African Hemisphere. Researchers say that they have developed an alternative method able to turn food waste, animal manure and wastewater into a competitive jet hydrocarbon. The fuel cuts greenhouse gas emissions by 165% compared to fossil energy. Study shows that taxing food, which accounts for a third of the world's carbon emissions, to fund carbon removal could devastate global food security, and lead to an increase of food prices that would disproportionately affect poor countries. COVID-19 reinfection more likely in older people. Large-scale study. Scientists in Japan have found that the atmospheric wave from the Beirut blast led to electron disturbances high in Earth's upper atmosphere. It generated a wave that traveled in the ionosphere in a southwards direction at a velocity of around 0.8 km per second, similar to the speed of sound waves. Scientists have created a sustainable insulating composite made from waste cooking oil, sulfur and wool offcuts which capitalizes on wool's natural low flammability and could also make significant energy savings for property owners and tenants.